Today we're going to be talking about the appropriate wedge gapping. I get so many questions like what lofts do you use? What do you think the appropriate gapping is? And the number one thing that I get is someone will say, I just got the 58, 54, 50 combo, or do you like the 52, 56, and 60 combo? And that's not how I think about it. And I'm going to show you in this video how I think about the whole process of my wedge gapping, and it's going to be a little bit different than you think. So I really start out with my irons and I kind of work my way down, but in this video I'm going to start with like my 9-iron. My 9-iron goes 140, 41 yards. My pitching wedge, I need a number that goes about between 12 and 15 yards short of that 140 yard number. My pitching wedge goes 125 yards. And that's really important. So when I think of my pitching wedge to start, I don't care what the loft of my pitching wedge is. I keep tweaking the club till I can hit 125, 126 yards comfortably. So my pitching wedge right now is 47.5 degrees. I know I get a little crazy with the numbers, but that's what I know. I can hit 125, 126 yards. Then I go to my gap wedge. My gap wedge is 51 degrees because I'm looking for a number that hits at 115 yards. If I can make good comfortable swings at 115, that's my gap wedge. This happens to be 51 degrees. Next, I'm going to my sand wedge, is 56 degrees, maybe 56.5. I was kind of always, I liked it a little bit higher than 56, but lower than 57. And this one goes 106 yards. So as I get older, as my speed goes down, I either shift all of my numbers a little bit shorter, I might go stronger, but I can't go too strong, and I'm going to tell you why when we get to the 60. So up to my 56, I'm very particular about hitting numbers, like exactly what distance does this club need to hit. So when I'm trying a new set of irons or trying the latest and greatest equipment, and if the pitching wedge goes 145 yards, because for whatever reason, that's not good. I need something that goes 125. Okay, now the distance on my 60 degree is it's an 86 yard carry. If I hit a full one, that number's great for me. It's not really full, it's more of a aggressive 3/4 because I don't hit too many full 60s. So my full number is 86 yards. And why that 86 yard number isn't important is because when I start getting down to the sand wedge and lob wedge, I'm thinking more about what it needs to do around the greens because I have so few full exact 86 yard shots. I'm hitting it from 66, 57, 43. It's more a club. It needs to be versatile around the greens, out of the bunker, deep rough, things like that. This is not so much about what bounce I need. That's a separate video you guys can check out, but this is more about the exact lofts. My 60 degree wedge is just a less than a degree, 60.5, might be 61, but it's definitely geared towards what can I do? What's the highest lofted wedge that I'm comfortable with around the greens? So next time you're thinking about wedges, get a piece of paper out and write down every single yardage that you're comfortable hitting with your irons. And when you work your way down to the wedges, look for that like 10 to 15 yard gap and say, what do these clubs hit? What gaps do I need to fill? And that's the appropriate lofts you need, not just loft spacing. It's got to be 4 degrees apart or 5 degrees apart or 6 degrees apart. That's not as important. So I hope this video helps. Next time you think about getting new wedges, physically write down what number gaps you're looking to cover and you'll find the appropriate wedge. Hope this video helped. We'll see you in the next video.